LIFEFORM Chairs has been a leading manufacturer in the office chair industry for over 45 years. With 5 generations of experience as a family-run company, starting with leather upholstery, customer service and quality production is our goal. The heirloom quality can be seen and felt in our products. Providing the world's most customizable office chairs, we can accommodate any user. Our products have been proudly handcrafted in Calgary, Canada since 1976. Here we have the Palisades Elite, featured with the knee tilt multifunction mechanism. The options shown are the breathable mesh backrest, which allows for maximum and continuous airflow and circulation to keep you cool and comfortable, while the supportive upholstered backrest with pressure relieving memory foam support to keep your spine aligned and reduce pressure. Here we have the Palisades Elite, and we're gonna go over some of the adjustments and some ergonomic recommendations for you. The first adjustment that I always like to start with is gonna be the height adjustment. You'll find the height adjustment located in the middle of these 3 paddles. We'll call the small one here a lever. So between these 3 paddles, the middle adjustment as we pull it up is gonna be our height adjustment. I always like to adjust the chair a little higher than you think you might need, as it's always easier to lower. The next adjustment that we'll make before we sit is gonna be your seat depth adjustment. The seat depth adjustment can be located on the left-hand side of the mechanism while we're sitting in the chair. And it's a small lever that would pull up, and we can pull the seat depth out. I like to put my hand between the seat pan and the lower part of the backrest to use that leverage and make those adjustments. Ultimately, what we wanna see for the seat depth adjustment, from an ergonomic standpoint, as we sit in the chair, we wanna scoot our hips all the way back so it's contact with the backrest, our feet flat on the floor or on a footrest. For the seat depth, we want 2 to 3 fingers from the edge of the seat to the back of your leg. For the height adjustment, we'd like to see your hips just slightly above your knees, helping open up the angle of the hips, promoting better circulation and a more natural posture. The next adjustment that we can make is gonna be the angle of the backrest. Keep in mind the angle of the backrest moves independently from the recline of the chair. This adjustment is going to be the furthest back paddle, or the third of the 3 paddles on the right-hand side of the mechanism. As we pull the paddle up, we can lean forward as the backrest is spring assisted, or we can lean backwards. Once we release the paddle, it locks the angle of the backrest into place and maintains the posture that we desire. The next adjustment we're going to talk about is the height of the backrest. There's no buttons or release levers for the height of the backrest. It's simply lifting from the base of the back till it resets to the bottom. Now the height of this adjustment works on a ratchet system. If we move slowly, we can adjust that height to the desired position, and ultimately we're looking to set the lumbar to where it should be. What we're looking to do when we adjust the height of the backrest is ultimately set where the lumbar should be. Now where that Schuker lumbar should be is just above the belt line in the small of our back. Speaking of the Schuker lumbar, we have a small lever on the right-hand side of the backrest here. This is gonna adjust the depth of the lumbar support that we're receiving. As we slowly rotate this lever down, it's increasing the depth or making the lumbar a bit firmer. This doesn't work as a pump, it's just simply adjustable to any desirable depth or firmness. Next, we're gonna talk about the tilt lock function. As I mentioned before, we have 3 paddles. The first of the 3 paddles is gonna be our tilt lock or unlock. As we have it in the up position towards the seat, the chair is now unlocked. We can rock back and tilt freely. We also can lock the tilt function into any position by pressing that paddle down. As we pull the paddle up into its unlocked position, we can now talk about the forward tilt. The forward tilt is, again, the small lever, which is the only adjustment that moves laterally versus up and down like the paddles. For the forward tilt to engage, we simply lean back and we pull the small lever towards the back of the mechanism, and now the forward tilt is engaged. This is especially helpful for the users that do lots of forward-related tasking or have the habit of scooting to the edge of the seat and leaning into their work. This provides that similar engaging feel and posture while maintaining contact and support with the lumbar. To disengage or turn off the forward tilt, we simply lean back, move the small lever forward, and it now stops us at flat or in the neutral position again. Next, we have your tension adjustment. The tension adjustment's located on the left-hand side of the mechanism, and it's a cone-shaped knob. There's a rotating arrow with a plus sign, and what this is intended to do is adjust the tension for the user in terms of the recline. As we rotate this towards the plus sign or towards the floor, it's gonna be increasing tension, giving it more resistance as we recline. If we rotate this towards the seat or towards the user, it's going to loosen the tension and make it easier to float back and recline. I should point out that when we make adjustments to the tension, you'll want to ensure that the chair is in its up and unlocked position for that tilt recline. Lastly, we'll talk about the adjustments of the armrests. The armrests feature an articulating swivel where we can rotate in and out. What this is especially helpful for when we're tasking or typing. As we rotate those arm pads towards us, it allows us to support our elbows closer to our body and reducing contact stress. The closer that our elbows are supported to our body, the more neutral our wrists can be as we're doing things such as typing. We can adjust the height of the arms to fit for the user's workspace or their arm length. Ultimately, we want to be aware that the height of the armrest isn't too high, increasing pressure up through the shoulders, or too low to be reaching and slouching for that armrest. With a good seated posture, our arms and shoulders resting naturally to our side, you should have little contact with that memory foam arm. We can adjust the width based on the user with a small star-shaped hand screw underneath the arm bracket. As we loosen that hand screw, we can widen the arms or bring them closer in to make them more narrow. And that's the overview of the adjustments for the Palisades Elite.